Hi, welcome back to the Healing Herd. In this episode of Clicker Training with Kazu, I work with him on picking up his feet as he has a habit of jumping around and kicking out with his hind legs. First, I just do a quick little reminder of his stand cue, which is essentially just me teaching him to ground tie. And he does it excellently apart from this one little bit where he walks off. Start off with his front feet, and he doesn't kick or jump away, but he is a bit hesitant and doesn't want to pick them up for me. I was trying a new treat bag this day, and I think this was the beginning of my downfall. It doesn't close so Kazu can stick his nose right in, and it's very uncontrollable and swings around when I bend over. I wouldn't recommend getting an open bag like this if you were thinking of it. I'm posting this video to share what I learned in this training session, not to show you what I taught Kazu. As the title of this video suggests, this day didn't go to plan. I knew from the moment I went into the paddock today that I shouldn't walk with Kazu. The recent event had me pretty upset and annoyed before I even started to work with him. But because I knew that I was training Kazu on a deadline, I forced myself to work with him that day. For me, watching this back, I can already easily see that I'm not acting like I usually do with Kazu. As soon as I started picking up his feet, I already had zero confidence in myself. When we head to doing his back feet, you can see what he does with the kind of kicking out, and instead of me being understanding like I usually would be, I just kept getting more and more frustrated with him. At the start, I was able to still keep my cool and remember to pat him and say he was a good boy, but it started getting worse. You can see that I'm being very soft with my cues to get him to pick up his feet. He probably isn't even 100% sure of what I want from him. You can see that there's no structure to what I'm teaching him. I'm clearly not even thinking properly. I'm acting way too hesitant and Kazu is all over it. He's a smart horse and he can tell when I'm not fully invested in something. He actually did a really nice job picking up his foot here, and I wish I could go back and tell myself to look for the positives and not the negatives today, because I don't think I even noticed how well he did right here at the time. Here is where I really start to lose it, hence why I'm turning to my mum behind the camera to see what she has to say. At this point, Mum comes in to help. At the time, I was really annoyed, but I'm thankful there was someone there to help me when I was having a bad day. She's now got the treats for me, so I don't have to worry about that, and she's also holding Kazu so he doesn't move off as much. I get extremely frustrated at myself because when Kazu jerked his leg away, I accidentally pressed the clicker, which would be completely confusing to him because that means I would have to reward him, and he thinks he's getting rewarded for being a bit naughty with his foot. At this point, I completely know that I'm not in the headspace to be working with Kazu today, so I start trying to finish off. What I definitely took from this day is to only work with the horses when I'm in a position to be able to clear my mind. Kazu wasn't really being very naughty here, and it's usually a problem I wouldn't be bothered over him kicking out his leg, but my mindset completely blocked any of the skills I had from showing through and turned me into an inexperienced mess. For Kazu's benefit, after I had stepped back, my mum made sure that he picked up all 4 feet so we could leave it on a good note, so I didn't want him just ending it with me leaving upset like that. And I just want to say as a message to all of you watching, stepping away from something isn't the same as giving up. Giving up would be if I never picked up Kazu's feet again, but as you'll see in future videos, I did work on this with him more and he becomes the best at picking up his feet. You are allowed to have a bad horse day and finish a task when it's only half done. I really hope you learned something from this video, as I know that I learned a lot from that experience. It took a bit of guts for me to post this because I didn't want to be seen as the type of person who'd get frustrated over something so small. Please comment below an opinion, give it a like if you enjoyed, and see you next time with the Healing Head.